The Strawberry Park summer drop is live right now. There's actually going to be 2 different collections for the summer. This is the first of the 2. The other one is live, I believe, July 9th. But this one's live right now. We're gonna pop it up on the screen. This is the stuff that's available. You got the little cool trucker hats, and then the hoodies, the bunnies, like cool little fun, street, edgy design. I had an artist like paint them and stuff. So thank you guys for your support. Follow the @Strawberry Park on Instagram. You can be updated on when the stuff sells out or how many's left of the stuff. Those of you who buy the clothes, make sure you guys tag me and tag Strawberry Park. I can put you on my story and show my gratitude and appreciation. That's that. Let's get right into the video. And I just found a sweater in my basement and I'm wearing it now and it's freaking dope. Okay. Watch the video, go. So we're currently on set on the Fresh and Fit podcast. You guys don't have a lot of vloggers in here or people getting these behind the scenes footage, so y'all can say what's up to the camera.
What's up, man? Fresh Prince CEO in the building. What's good? Fresh and Fit.
Hey, man. Myron Gaines, what's up, guys? How we doing?
So they were nice enough to allow me onto the podcast, and I think it went really well tonight. I attempted to tackle the astrology debate. I didn't want to come on here because it's not my show, so I didn't want to come on here and be like, this is what I believe. And also, I feel like the points you guys say, you articulate them really well. How do you guys think it went?
Listen, man, he killed the astrology. Yo, real talk, this is by far the best definition and breakdown of astrology to women, to their face.
I've been saying it forever that this astrology thing is bullshit, bro. These girls are low IQ. Oh my God, like the star is this way, not that way. Bruh, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Like, nah, like that shit is not real. Like, the world works in different ways and you create your reality.
And I tried to say that. I said, so when you come out of the baby, when you come out of the womb, when does the stars and planets...
Fantastic point, bro, when you said that.
When do they hit you? Is it when your head's out? Is it when you're all the way out? Is it when the umbilical cord gets cut? Right when you're out, that's when Saturn tells you whether you're ambitious or not.
I've always thought this thing was stupid, and like when girls bring up horoscopes, whatever, it's like, all right, whatever, I just ignore it. But the fact that you challenge them on it, and you're like, all right, when does it actually start? When the head comes out and the umbilical cord is cut, I was like...
Me and Noah, we were filming a video one time and we actually caught a ghost voice on camera. I'll show it to y'all later. There are things, I think, at play that we can't see. You can't sit there and tell me that the Saturn and Mercury in retrograde, it's just, you have nothing to back it up with and it's so hocus pocus.
Facts.
And why is it that like girls are more into that, right?
Particularly women don't like to say, well, I messed up. It's easy to just say, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm just bad-tempered. Everyone wants to say, well, Mercury is in retrograde.
That's how I am according to this. Sorry.
The reason I think that astrology and believing in it is almost damaging in a way is because you're dealing with somebody who I think lacks critical thinking skills.
It just hit me.
They lack taking responsibility for, or accountability for things. When I say, when do the stars start working on you? What's the answer? There is no answer because it's all hoopla. But then what do they say?
Like she was like, oh, it's whitewashed. Like the astrology that we have now is like whitewashed modern stuff. That's what she claimed, exactly.
It's the same thing as trying to convince someone of a religion. A religion can be helpful for people's motivation and there's all types of things. It helps people, again, externalize problems. And then they say, well, no, your rising is how people view you. So you're telling me the stars hit me at a certain point and dictate a certain character trait of how Rob perceives me as angry, but I'm not actually angry. He just perceives me as a more argumentative person.
No. Yo, you know what kills me, man? When they say he's an Aries, I can't date him. Cause my ex was an Aries. I'm like, bruh.
Got girls coming on the show. Accountability is like their kryptonite. Yeah, well, I'm a Gemini, so you just take me as I am. No, you're just a rude bitch. And people shouldn't take you for how you are. You need to self-improve just like everybody else.
Facts.
In society, there's so many conventions placed out there to allow women to continue to be horrible people, whereas like as a man, you don't get that same benefit. I'll give you an example. If a woman is rude, bitchy, fat, or crass, society never holds her accountable. You go, girl. You should love your curves. Like, they just can't handle you. They're weak. You know what I'm saying? They're insecure. But as a man, if you're fat, loser, live with your mom, whatever, you're a loser. You're not ambitious, ba-da-da. And that's okay. I'm all for that. You should shit on men that are losers. However, it got to go the other way around. If a woman is fat, whatever, love your curves, no, fuck that. You need to go to the gym like me. The problem is that we have all these social conventions to make women feel better about their bad decisions. I went viral for saying you need to punish bad behavior. On TikTok, I said if a woman flakes on a date, you need to punish that bad behavior and make her pay for the first round of drinks on the next one. Everyone nuts. ABC News covered us, the Daily Mail, every single like big news outlet, Fox News covered it. Since when did holding women accountable for their bad decisions and or for wronging you be misogynistic. No, it's not misogynistic, it's realistic. We have to live in a fact-based reality, whereas they get the privilege of being in a bizarre world, like take me as I am world. It's BS, which is why this astrology thing, I love that you're calling it out, because astrology gives people an out. And it's not just women, it's men too. A lot of dudes like, I'm not an Aquarius, I'm just gonna be an asshole. It's like, no, bruh, you deserve to get punched in the face because you're an asshole, not because the stars are some kind of weird line. Like, there's consequences to bad behavior. These are my views, not their views, okay, guys? Like, they're letting me come on the platform and talk because I'm controversial, but this is not their views, this is just me, okay?
It's not about women ain't shit, men ain't shit. Like, I feel like in today's world, people are preaching separatism now more than ever, where I don't need a man for shit. I don't need this for that. I can do this. And then men are getting angry like, this ain't shit. But I'll be the first to say, like, yes, I'm a man and I would love to do things on myself, but sure, I would like to have a wife eventually or whatever, what have you. And I do think women are great and they smell nice and all that jazz.
We're better together than we are apart. You know what I'm saying? We need each other.
Men need to level up to get the goals that they actually want.
Facts.
Girls need to take responsibility. You know what? Hey, maybe I don't deserve a 6-figure guy when I have 3 kids and I'm overweight.
Men live in a fact-based reality because it's like, if you're a loser, you ain't gonna get no baddies. Women need to live in that same reality. If you're fat and unattractive and annoying, you might not be able to get Prince Charming that everyone's promised you in the Disney fairy tales, man. Men gotta perform, but women gotta perform too. And we tell guys on the podcast all the time, yo, if you're fat, you're a loser, you don't deserve to get your sucked.
How do you keep a guy long term? Outside of sex, what do you offer? And keeping it stacked, most people don't offer shit. So you just get fucked and tossed. Hey, that's what it is, man. It's my turn.
So for the people that don't know what the Fresh and Fit podcast is or what you guys are about, can you guys let them know?
Bridge the gap between what men want, what women want, and we keep it very real. Obviously, people have been lied to by the media, the agenda. In this case, reality is always real, and no matter how you want to frame it or change it, men have certain wants, women have certain wants, and unless you go into the nitty gritty, you're gonna miss all the key points here.
Yeah, man. I mean, our podcast, it's #1 male self-improvement podcast in the world. At this point, you know, we talk about dating, fitness, finances, becoming better as a man. As a man in today's day and age, women have the highest requirements they've ever had before on men. They compare their life to like other girls' highlight reels, and that has them, you know, thinking like, oh, I want this in a guy. So I tell y'all, you gotta get in shape. You gotta get on point, you gotta learn game, you gotta do all this, but you don't do it for the girls. You become successful so you don't tolerate the bullshit that inevitably comes from dealing with the girls, so that you can walk away and you have options, because that makes you more attractive from the first place. So on our podcast, no BS, teach you guys what it takes to be attractive with women.
Don't chase women, chase success. You're gonna attract women to you regardless, so keep it that way.
You want them to come to you, because when they come to you, they're gonna come correct. And when women know you have other women in line, they get in line.
Men and women, couples, whatever, should watch the podcast. And again, you don't have to agree with everything, but if you listen closely and put your feelings aside and confirmation biases and all that jazz aside, you'll start to realize this is how men operate, this is how women operate, this is how they think. And it's very satisfying seeing y'all combat some of the people on the show. And
we get assaulted by ratchet chicks and everything, bro.
Who is Frank Castle? I looked it up and I was like, is that a movie reference?
So like when girls act up on the show, like sometimes we'll like ask the chat like, yo, y'all want a Frank Castle? And they'll be like, it'll be like 1 or 2 in the chat. And we just see a whole bunch of ones, bro. And it's just like, all right, the chat wants you guys out, get the out. We just like kick them out.
This is a live show. It's not scripted. This is all real. There's no gimmicks here. You saw it for yourself. Yeah. This is live
People
TV.
Said, yo, do you pay these girls as scripted? Bruh, no. I wish.
We had a stripper on, right? And she saw all the donations coming in. She's like, I'm missing work for these niggas. I'm not making any money here. She went on her Instagram and put out a story saying, hey guys, could you cash out me $1,000? Because they need to pay me for my time.
Yeah. So we'll link them down below. Make sure to check them out. Entertaining and informative. Like it's cool.
And I want to say this real quick. You guys have been in the game for a minute. Yeah. We just got in this, bro. Yeah. It is amazing. It's like surreal to me that we're like hanging out with content creators that like we watched and admired way before, years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt that when you said, oh yeah, I just got the AirPods, these are hot. And I'm like in my head, like, yeah, 2017, like you guys have been on for a minute. And for us to be able to share a platform with you guys, for you guys to allow us on your channel, we're indebted. Thank you.
Back in the day, embarrassing celebrity pranks was my thing, bro. I was down in the press, watching niggas, I'm like, yo, hop your now.
Yeah, man.
The last thing I'll say, after me getting disrespected by girls, and I was like, I need to step my game up. I'm doing something wrong. I was trying to take accountability and be like, I need to fix this. So I bought a few books about the female brain and stuff like that. Shit. And I was excited to tell people about what I learned and whatnot. And some girls, whatever, would be at my place and they'd see the book. And I'd be like, yeah, this and that. And did you know that XYZ and the female brain and this, that? And every girl that I showed it to would laugh at it or would shun me and be, or if I get in an argument, why don't you just go read your female brain book and just go do that?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I'm going out of my way to try to learn about the opposite gender and learn how they act and what they respond to. And I'm getting shunned for it. Like, if a woman was trying to find out more about me and the inner workings of the male brain, I'd be like, hell yeah, thank you for doing that.
We went around the table. Y'all saw it live. All the girls, the lowest percentage was what, 40, 50%? Oh yeah, I think like 50% of guys are sexually active. 10 to 20 are banging like 80, 90%. They couldn't believe it. And it's like, they don't understand like the male struggle. And nor should they. Like, that's why guys gotta become.
You're having problems as a clouded YouTuber. Imagine the average guy.
Light-skinned dude. We're fucked!
So I just want to say this to guys, right? You have to level up in life, no matter what. Reach his level, my level, or Myron's level. But at the same time, you gotta do something for yourself, because if you don't, you can stay the same, and your quality of girls is gonna be determined by what level you're at.
Camera back on this nigga. You see him? Yo, light-skinned dude, rapper, LA, blue check artist. It's hard for him.
Imagine you, nigga.
The rest of us about to be it's tough out here, man.
And I try to not play the victim of, oh, woe is me, it's not fair, but it's not fair, and you gotta just play by the rules.
What's up, bro?
And
We had Austin Dunham on here last week. Shout out to him. Good looking guy, pause. In shape, all that. You know, fitness guy, blue check, all that. Still dealing with the same BS.
so make sure you guys watch the podcast. It's in the description below, and check out all their videos. We're taking a little break. We're going to Maryland for a month or two, but then we'll be back in LA in August, so hopefully you guys can come out to LA.
Y'all always got a home here in Miami. Every time.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Peace.